Prior to entering an unassuming coffee shop, a man donning a gray trench coat deconstructs his umbrella, giving it a good shake to remove the remaining drops as the rain continues to pitter-patter around him. Opening the door envelops the man in the warm, intense embrace of the coffee aroma. Already knowing what he wants, and the fellow patron at the register having just finished and moving to the left, he quickly approaches the barista. "Hi, what can I get you?" "Medium cold brew, please. Easy ice, if you'd be so kind." "All right, easy ice, and can I get a name?" "A name?" "Yeah, a name." "My name?" "Well, not necessarily. You see, what do you mean?" "I suppose you could give whatever name you'd like, but whatever name." "Really?" "Sir, this really can't be new. I could give any name. I could be any one." "Sir, please, I just need a name for the order." "Dave." "No." "Stephen." "No, George." "No." "Zerzik. Alien Conqueror. The possibilities are endless. I could be any one. Be anything." "Okay, well, Zerzik, your cold brew will be ready in a few minutes. That'll be 1423, please." 1423? For a medium coffee? "Sir, I must assure you, it's very good. This is highway robbery." The man pulls out his wallet and pinches a $15 bill. Handing the bill over, Zerzik tells the barista, "Keep the change." Eventually the name Zerzik is called. The man grabs his cold brew and exits the cafe. Deploying the umbrella once again and holding it in his left hand, the coffee is in his right. Despite the coffee being half an hour's wage, it was good. Zerzik would give the barista that. The man continued to walk, thinking about the interaction with the barista. It's not long after delving into this rabbit hole of thought that the man's phone begins to ring. With his hands full, he can either place his umbrella on the ground, subjecting himself to the rain, or put his coffee down, which, despite his confidence it will be okay, the idea does not sit well with the man. It's at this moment he grabs the attention of a nearby pedestrian. "Excuse me, miss?" "Oh, yes?" the woman asks hesitantly. "Would you mind holding this for just a moment?" He extends the coffee to the woman, who absolutely does in fact mind. "No, are you dense? I have places to be. I can't stand here holding this." "Pretty please?" the man asks in a pleading manner. "Fine." The woman takes the $15 coffee and begrudgingly holds it. The man takes out his phone and looks at the series of numbers. Pressing the green answer button, he holds the device to his ear. "Hello?" "Hello?" "Hi." "Yeah, hi, who is this?" "You called me." "Yeah, but it's standard practice to confirm that one has the correct number." "How does one standardly confirm one's number?" "Well, what is your name?" "This is the second time I've been asked that today. What are the odds?" "High, and probably won't be the last." The person on the other end responds methodically. "How fascinating." "Not particularly. Now, your name?" "Sir, I really must go," says the pedestrian. The woman hands the man back the coffee. He places the phone between the crook of his neck. Held with his head and shoulder, he takes the cold brew from the woman. The man pondered this question momentarily. He had grown tired of being Zerzik, the conqueror. Maybe something with a bit more humility this time? "Yes, this is Bill in accounting." The man had no idea where the name had come from, but where does any name really come from? "Oh, I must have the wrong extension. I was looking for Will in accounting. Seeing as how you're in the same department, could you pass on a message?" The man thought precariously about the situation. He didn't know when he would see Will in accounting next, as he's been on vacation for a week. However, he did take on the mantle of Bill from accounting, and all its dominion. "Of course." The man clears his throat. "Thanks. You're a lifesaver. Tell Will that we need the final budget summary for the Dotson account by EOD. It's very important." "You can count on me." Bill from accounting. "Thanks, Bill." A chime can be heard indicating the call has been dropped. The man manages to return the phone down to his pocket while somehow keeping his umbrella and coffee in an alternating state of change in both hands. With the phone returned, Bill in accounting continues walking. The conversation had dried his mouth. Instinctually, Bill goes for another sip of coffee, only to be met with an unpleasant surprise. The cold brew Bill had purchased only moments ago for an exorbitant price had been completely emptied. Deducing what had just occurred, Bill has come to the understanding that the woman he had asked for help drank his entire coffee in mere moments. Bill's quick to anger, throwing the cup. "Damn it! I can't believe I didn't notice. I swear I'll get you. Bill stopped for a moment. He realized he'd never actually gotten the woman's name. Perhaps this is why the baristas at the coffee shop gathers names. For revenge. Frustrated, Bill looks at the empty receptacle on the ground, which once held his savory liquid energy. It's at that moment Bill also noticed the Sharpie used to write the name becomes visible, as the dark liquid has since been drained. The name on the plastic cup reads Zerzik, COA. Oh heavens, that's embarrassing, Bill says to himself. I'm getting frustrated over a coffee that isn't even my own. Not so much relieved as humbled, Bill finds the nearest waste receptacle and disposes of the empty cup. The pseudo-fit Bill delved into had built up a rather strong appetite. Using his keen sense of smell, Bill locates a nearby pizzeria. Coffee and pizza weren't a particularly good combo, but then again, he didn't actually drink the majority of the coffee. Looking both ways before crossing to the side of the street where the pizzeria was located, Bill makes the quick walk before opening the door and entering. The restaurant, which needed narrative clarification, was a sit-down host-directed style establishment rather than a front-counter order-sit-anywhere establishment. The hostess greeted Bill. "Welcome to Piccolo's Pizzeria. How many?" The woman's gaze meets Bill's, and a look of recognition crosses her face. "Coffee guy?" Bill looks around, even going so far to look behind him. "Are you talking to me?" "You're joking, right?" The hostess says incredulous. "I beg your pardon?" "You literally asked me to hold your coffee while you answered a phone call like 3 minutes ago. I think you may have me mistaken with someone else." "No, I drank your coffee and then I came to work. It was for sure you." "Ma'am, please, I'm very hungry." Looking down at the woman's uniform, he sees a name tag. "Sarah, please. I'm very hungry." "Whatever." "How many?" "Just me." No surprise there. "There's a bit of a wait. Can I get a name?" "Well, I'll be darned. They were right." "Who was right?" "The man on the phone." "See, I told you, we just talked to each other." The man had grown tired of Bill at the same rate he had grown tired of Xerxes. "My name's Sarah." The woman's expression dropped to stone-cold apathy. She was done with this man. "Sarah, huh?" "Yep. That wouldn't have anything to do with the fact that I'm wearing a name tag with the name Sarah on it." "Nope. It's funny because Sarah isn't even my name. It's my coworker's name. But you have a name tag that says Sarah." "Correct. So you are Sarah." "Incorrect. My name is Rudy, and I just forgot my name tag at home today." "Can I have it?" "Have what?" "The name tag." "No, but my name is Sarah." "Be that as it may, my uniform requires a name tag." "A name tag with Sarah on it?" "Traditionally, no." "Pretty please? It doesn't make sense for a Rudy to be wearing a Sarah name tag." "Look, man, I get what you're doing." "What's that?" "No, really, I do. This is a wonderful exchange and series of circumstances to prove that names are concepts developed to tie a looser, broader sense of identity into a single defining word. And albeit your journey shows the names are arbitrary in the everyday, raising the question, is the self arbitrary?
The ego, the id.
My guess is that you're doing it for some kind of demonstration, that it takes time to build a sense of identity, but only microseconds to destroy that persona. Or maybe that's not right either, the way you've jumped around, name to name, rebuilding and starting in the middle of some kind of contrived character for a lack of a better word.
A new personality.
A new name. A new life.
And sure, this could be another endless take from Renee Margaret's Treachery of Images. The depiction of a pipe in an artistic rendition is surely not a pipe, as you are not a Sarah, or I.
A Rudy.
Or are you an existentialist who thinks, therefore you are? The idea coming from a Descartes, but a Renee nonetheless.
I'm just trying to get a pizza.
But who's I? Who are you? Are you really Sarah? And is this what Sarahs are supposed to do? You thought my name was Sarah till I informed you otherwise? Or how are we both Sarah if we perform different tasks, have different egos? Are we both not Sarah? Or is only one of us really Sarah?
What are the limitations of a Sarah? Is Sarah an omnipotent and present being of absolute power? Could that also be a Sarah? Or more questionably, the Sarah? Does the reality align with the perception? Is the damnation of a single consciousness starting to set in? The burden for advocacy of one's reality falls solely on the individual. When you perish, when the world forgets not your name but your being, will you still be Sarah? When no one speaks your name or damns the void of time for taking you too soon, then will you still be Sarah? Will you have been anything at all? Are your ripples in time embedded with...
Hear me speak, Rudy of Piccolo's Pizza, and hear me well, vile slinger of sauce, void whisperer, rot rodent. I, like every other sentient being, did not choose this existence. I did not choose my embodiment to be cast from the mother void, to walk and influence the waking realm, to hurt, to love, to act, and to be inactive. I did not choose to be a voice in the silence, a light in the darkness. I was cursed with the blessing of life, with the rest of the solemn flames burning brightly with me. I am not of my own being, not from my will, but the will of nothing at all. I ripped my name and every name I bear from the void with me, deeming it worthy as a title to the complexity that is my existence. I do not the service of being confined to such a thing as a name. Only a word would spare you the disservice of remaining nameless. A limitless force in the peripherals of your comprehension. Live in fear, Rudy, who bears the renowned title of Sarah for a time. For I am beyond your understanding. You are simply a facet of my being. Without me, you are nothing. The half-radiant philosophy you preach damns you. I desire pizza, had I not more. Or more importantly, had Sarah not wanted the pizza, or even Cersei not wanted to answer the phone call, you'd simply be an afterthought lasting no longer than a microsecond. I am your reckoning. I am your doom. I am your rapture, delivering you from a confined and evil mindset. I am Sarah.
Oh my god.
I am Sarah and I want pizza.